Clue.
Clue. Clue.
Clue.
Clue.
Anytime soon. Seems like the cops don't have a clue. Clue. Clue.
My gosh, are you okay, honey?
Yeah, I'm fine. I need to date someone who has a clue. It's a clue. It's a clue.
I just need a clue. I just need a clue. I just need a clue. Some lead to follow.
When you squeeze the doll, it says mommy. Did you know that? Clue.
Do you have any idea who the other boy is?
No clue.
This was a mistake. I have to go.
No, look, someone I care about is in trouble, and you're the only clue I have to help him.
Best in the country, look at them. They have no clue what's going on. They're baffled, and the reason for that is what's happening inside Barry is a mystery, and they don't have the tools to solve it.
Well, you do.
That's right.
How long do you think magic knockout powder lasts?
I've no clue.
That's my rush.
This was his home.
So, you think he may have left a clue as to how he escaped from here?
Well, let's hope so.
Honestly? Not a clue.
If they think Darren saw anything that night, they'll be looking to silence him next.
So we don't have a clue where Darren is or who the shooters are.
Queens. The agency must have been able to contact her there at one point. It might give you a clue as to where she's living.
Assembly.
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 Assembly. Assembly.
Yeah? Well, I made this fucking car. 23 years on the assembly line. Assembly line. Assembly line. Laid off.
I remember when you sang in the music assembly, the teacher said, "Who knows the Valley song?" and your hand shot straight up.
I take it this is your first assembly? First assembly? First assembly?
Yeah. Isn't this awesome?
Near the prosthesis for chips while I was sprinting down the stairwell. Little hip joint assembly with a drop ring lock and an anterior pelvic band.
Focus on the physical changes you'll be going through soon. It's okay. They explain everything in a health assembly.
I think Donner has some openings for assembly line workers.
What about Naked Star Groceries, Isuka stock shelves?
That's a good idea.
I'd also like to announce it at the assembly this week. It'd take 3 seconds.
Fine. Such a complex assembly of delicate parts, each one with a purpose.
He's there overseeing the plans for the new chip assembly plants.
Principal Fields will be back as soon as the assembly's over.
Miss Washburn, please.
I'm hungry.
That was funny at assembly today when that chick threw up.
Yeah.
Favorable.
Favorable.
Favorable. Favorable.
Favorable.
Warrant a favorable decision. Favorable decision. Favorable decision.
Well, I have worked with a woman, and let me just say, it wasn't a favorable experience. Favorable experience. Favorable experience.
Now, why would Tess Brown think you'd give her a favorable review? A favorable review. A favorable review.
I'm brilliant, perceptive.
She's the only one who won handedly. And her favorables, Benita?
They're at 80%.
Now, in exchange, I would ask your department to take a favorable view of our plea proposal.
The program learns what kind of stories you respond to and gives you more of what you want as a delivery system for favorable narrative.
By giving you good counsel. We're losing our favorable win.
Were I to have aided Captain Vane against your efforts, helped him move into a more favorable position last night?
I really shouldn't be answering questions. Francis is the candidate.
Well, the truth is, your favorables are double what mine are.
But we have a chance. All we need are some favorable winds to blow us south. There are islands between us and Samoa.
I like you. But you should know that the only reason we choose you is because of the favorable conditions of the country.
The terrain is barren, desert-like. Although conditions seem favorable for terrestrial organisms, there's no immediate sign of life.
Rival.
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 Rival. Rival.
And kill their rivals. Rivals. That make it weird that most of us don't.
Previously on Desperate Housewives, Bree discovered she had a romantic rival.
I've been looking for a new hobby, and taking you down is as good as any.
So, to new friends and old rivals, and old rivals, and old rivals.
When it's not mating season, these fierce rivals are content to live and let live.
Shabandar rolled all his competitive impulses into a ball and outbid his great rival, Akira Takagawa.
And have a seat. Nice try. I've worked for you for 5 years. I know you give your rival the shorter chair so you can have the higher ground.
Dante is part of Little Sid's entourage.
His rival rapper. He and Caden are a big feud.
Not old, you're just dying. I'm an asshole.
You were right. I'm not your rival. It's not a competition.
She watched 6 rival growers burn to death. So please excuse me if I take this seriously.
Okay.
By staying out of the fray, you've allowed Tywin Lannister to destroy his rivals on every compass point. Who stands against him now?
He understood that sometimes we must work with our rivals rather than destroy them.
House Lannister has no rival.
My stepmother didn't want any rivals for her precious daughter, so she tried to kill me with poison. I found out.
Data.
Data.
Data. Data. Data.
They surf the internet because of the programs we created to hide data, to hide our identities.
It'll need 45 seconds to upload all his data. Data.
It's for collecting data. Data.
But if you had to, could you?
Mr. Rackham, we need minds like yours, and young people integrate complex data more easily than adults.
I am a robot. It's just an expression.
Data transfer complete.
It took Casey months to sort through the raw data, and he had an entire team.
The truth is, I haven't. I input data into a spreadsheet.
Our Russian partners are hiding accounts from us. It's, on the data. Nobody else understands the data.
Data bank.
What? I'm in a data bank?
You sure are.
That's the one. He says they got new data from the recon drones.
Even if we got the case reopened, which isn't going to happen, do you have any idea how hard it is to get a warrant for phone data?
You have any idea how many cameras we monitor? The CPU core quota of every mainframe in Washington couldn't handle all that data.
From what I'm hearing, your reputation could use a polish.
Bonnie Silver, sparkly nail polish. Sparkly nail polish. Sparkly nail polish. Matches the paint job on her Buick.
What are you working on?
I'm writing jokes for my dial-a joke machine. I've got some really good funny Polish jokes which work because I'm Polish.
Incredible.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's like, what's the opposite of you cannot polish a turd? She's an already polished turd. She's a turd buffed to a hygiene.
Did you see that fresh coat of nail polish? She never went to the doctor.
Why would she lie?
She's vain, Manny.
A little nail polish.
I'll take a look at it. Happen, everybody.
Chief of D's wants to polish CompStat numbers. Ordered us to climb on any open cases.
Yeah? Why is that?
Yeah, I ain't exactly your spit and polish type.
Balance.
Balance. Balance. Balance. Balance.
So arrogant. All in the name of balance. 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 I'm sick of balance. Balance. Balance.
Fair. A balance.
Last time you two combined, you both fought it. This time, don't. Accept the change. Accept the balance. Accept each other.
Anything else?
That's it. Zero balance, like I said. Sign here, you're good to go.
We're going to department's deepest apologies.
There's no need, Lieutenant. An innocent girl's life hangs in the balance. You need to follow every lead possible.
Idaho, if on a job someone ended up dead, he'd go to church, light the candle. Said it'd balance the karma.
Oh, you're good. You're good, but your balance was just a little off on that last turn. You might want to try this.
He fell out of a treehouse. He said he was so excited he lost his balance on the rope ladder and splat.
I feel as if an imbalance of serotonin levels have affected my neurotransmitters.
But you know what it's like trying to balance numbers in the country.
No. Nature ensures a balance to everything.
Is that true?
Deal with him as a part of life. He needs balance and restraint.
What makes you think I'm not balanced and restrained?
The fact that you never have been.
Balance an egg.
Transmission.
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 Transmission. Transmission.
Time for your next transmission. 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 Get to work.
Ronaldo's a Rolls Royce.
Hack into the Rolls tracking system. That car's a Wraith, so it has a satellite-aided transmission. And satellite-aided transmission. And satellite-aided transmission.
Radio, con. Prepare to send microburst transmission. Transmission. Transmission.
Direct hit. His face was covered in transmission fluid. You're lucky the old man didn't choke you with the fan belt.
What's wrong?
This guy wants $2,000 to fix the transmission on my car, and he refused to negotiate.
Thought.
Agreed. It appears the rate of gossip transmission is proportional to the number of nodes squared.
Okay. I'm hacking the transmission.
Blood transfusion.
No. No blood.
If you're worried about disease transmission, I can assure you that all of our blood is meticulously screened.
Our testing reveals manufacturing defects, microscopic tears in the gloves, which facilitated the transmission of Staff USA 600 to Dr. Bailey's patients.
Tragic. I didn't even know he had a daughter till she brought her car in here a few months ago with a transmission problem.
Jerry, check the transmission log. It'll tell us where the pilot's operating from.
Copy, copy.
The engine needs to be running in order to get an accurate level on the transmission fluid.
That's the transmission? Looks to be.
Debate.
Debate. Debate. Debate.
Debate.
We don't have time for debate. Debate. Debate, Mr. Logan.
The author seems mostly interested in rehashing the old 3 versus 4 stomachs debate. Debate. Debate.
That's a debate. Carter Bowen just won the National Chess Championship. Carter Bowen is anchoring the debate team. The debate team. The debate team.
Sure, I didn't make that big of a fuss.
I don't care, Oliver. He is stronger than that.
I did not come here to debate.
Keeping her in the dark, it's for her safety.
That is debatable, and we will have that debate.
You're insane.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll see you at the debate.
Okay.
Don't expect me to come to your debate.
But let me tell you something. You go on to that debate stage, and you try to win that debate by going negative blow to negative blow. He'll fucking destroy you.
But you want me to get flogged for what? So you can have an academic debate about a diagnostic dilemma no one's ever going to face again? House, I hate to interrupt your ethics debate, but we have 2 solid ideas on the table.
Gabby, it's Victor. What the hell were you thinking? That little stunt of yours almost cost me the debate.
But it's wrong. Detective Beckett would never do anything like this.
This isn't a debate, Victoria.
This is the trophy. This is... I won this in a debate competition back at Faircroft Prep.
Debbie is class president. She's on the debate team going to nationals.
Quote.
Quote. Quote. Quote. Quote.
Beautiful quote in Gus's home that reads, "If you want the rainbow, you have to deal with the rain."
Do you want me to
quote, because if I quote, I have to use that word.
Once said, no good decision was ever made in a swivel chair.
That's a good quote. That's a good quote. That's a good quote.
Derek says it's always good to end a paper with a quote.
I found it in my Bartlett's.
What's your Bartlett's? It's a quote book, Patrick. It's a...
11.
Well, don't quote me on this, but I think it's a new house record.
Yes. I asked you how you'd feel if Beth had gotten pregnant, and you said, and I quote, "It would be the worst mistake of my life."
Yeah, can you get me a quote on that? Okay, thank you.
I say that because I was at a movie recently, and the guy next to me answered his phone during the movie, and he answered it by saying, and I quote, he said, "Who dis?"
We would like you to work for us, and there isn't a number you can quote us that's too big.
Variation.
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 It starts with the little things. There's over 20 different functions tied to every single variation of the command bar. Variation of the command bar. Variation of the command bar.
I see my target in the distance. I feel the variation in the wind, the variation in the wind, the variation in the wind. I hear the bowstring tighten, and I let go.
That's where you're wrong. With each answer, a prisoner gives slight variations. So far, so good, yeah?
They're playing a variation on the Nemzel.
I hadn't accounted for. Variation marching. And that friendly Russian government, not so friendly anymore. They're blocking the export of...
The vampire squid has blue blood laced with copper. Its enormous eyes detect slight variations in contrast above it.
Some of my best irregulars to the problem, all to no avail. So now I'm practicing my own variation of Kudo. But Americans have experimented with every possible variation of matrimony. Sarah didn't tell him.
What did Lance say?
Some variation on go to hell.
I'm guessing the gene sequencing showed a high degree of variation. You're having trouble distinguishing what's causing the enhanced pathogenesis and what's just background noise.
The same lecture, really, just with tiny, tedious variations.
What's that?
It's a variation on a virtual autopsy device.
Anger.
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 Angered.
She has problems. Anger, anger, anger. Problems.
Mary Had a Little Lamb has anger problems.
Yes!
Anywho, here we are, fixing the problem. Without anger, without anger, without anger.
So much anger. This is why Ukwe didn't pick you to run the J Palace.
Anger. You're too angry. Do it again.
And so am I. I apologize for my anger, Dragon Warrior.
We must look to the future. And yet, if this summit is to truly be about peace, then there are many things we must let go. Fear, anger, recriminations from our past.
She's a tough nut to crack.
Should have left it to the expert.
The way I see it, Nikita runs on anger. It fuels her fire, but she can't turn it off, and there's a lot of anger to draw on.
Vision is after us. If they know Max is your son...
That wasn't your choice to make. Or Cassandra's.
You're right. Don't make this decision out of anger.
Anger is self-destructive.
I always thought it was others destructive.
Raphael, stand up.
What are you, like some kind of turtle ninja? Hey, you filthy scum, I'm not done with you!
Let me handle it.
Out of my way!
You know, anger is a dangerous ally. Dispose.
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 Who is it you want me to dispose of? To dispose of? To dispose of?
We dispose of him. We dispose of him. We dispose of him.
Dispose of the rest. Dispose of the rest. Dispose of the rest.
Very good.
We'll dispose of these mementos when we're done here.
This is it. 10, 9.
You'll get the rest once you dispose of Andy and Grayson.
Anyway, when I was researching how to dispose of her body, I came up with a bunch of possible solutions. When? What? When were you researching how to dispose of her body?
Tell Zoe to dispose of these. They've served their purpose.
Dispose of them at once.
No!
Father!
Had a brother, Leopold. The DA accused him of helping dispose of the bodies.
Yes. When the military shut the program down, my unit came in and disposed of all the inmates.
Get this. He's a licensed helicopter pilot.
Could have used a chopper to dispose of the body.
Explain something to me. If you are innocent, then why is it that you went all the way up to the crater to try to dispose of this body? I mean, why didn't you just call the police?
We were scared.
Scouting the victims. They killed their victims in one location and then disposed of them in another.
Behave.
Behave. Behave.
Behave.
Behave.
He's not.
Yes, he can. You should try it sometimes. It's how humans behave here on planet Earth.
I know how humans behave on planet Earth, because I've actually lived a few places on planet
I was thinking your manners had improved since Moscow. You behaved badly. You behaved badly. You behaved badly. Very badly.
Who was responsible for that?
Solitary confinement where we put the troublemakers. So behave yourself. Behave yourself. Behave yourself.
The bat's nesting there.
By the 100.
We'll put out the warlocks in 6 weeks. If you behave, we'll move them to the cables. Hello.
I behaved so badly.
You'll give him another shot, all right? You'll behave. My word.
All right, come out to the farm tomorrow and...
We've never seen the virus behave this way.
But we haven't been in the field with them.
It's a reflex Father gave them to help them behave. But there was a flaw in the design.
It wasn't that so much. But he did behave in a way that I thought was really quite gentlemanly.
I want you to behave for your mom. You understand? Give me a hug.
You look disappointed.
Miss Swan did not behave as I had hoped. Did you have a hand in it?
No Q&A, so don't even try. Behave yourselves, people.
Catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
Catastrophe. Catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
And about a group of unidentified individuals who prevented what could have been a major catastrophe. A major catastrophe. A major catastrophe.
Well, I don't every time get what I want.
Doctor, we're facing a potential global catastrophe. Catastrophe. Catastrophe.
Time is catching up with us. At this rate, we are headed for catastrophe. Catastrophe. Catastrophe.
This can ruin your life. That's why you have to keep quiet about our affair. Look, there's no point in this catastrophe taking both of us down.
I'm working on a code involving these 3 chess pieces, the answer to which could avert a catastrophe.
Drawing fast. And only catastrophe is clearly visible.
The few crops we have left will be decimated. So let's say that no other catastrophes hit and the food lasts longer because we've got fewer people. What then?
Now, the Commission's finding was that the catastrophe was caused by a chain of events that nobody could have predicted, including myself.
For starters, if we create a singularity here and then cannot control it, we could be looking at a global catastrophe.
She got engaged.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's a catastrophe. She's abandoning us at the worst possible moment.
I don't need to remind people of the catastrophes in New York, London, and most recently, Sokovia.
I know it's a minor matter compared to the total and utter catastrophe I'm looking at here, but...
The
politics work in my favor, too. It's insensitive to campaign during a catastrophe this big. It could backfire on me.
We don't know that it's going to be a catastrophe.
Hostess.
Hostess.
Hostess. Hostess.
Hostess.
Found out that he is sleeping with his slutty hostess. Slutty hostess. Slutty hostess.
What?
Yeah. Kira. With the fun bags.
I don't understand. It's a Japanese hostess. When they laugh, they cover their mouth and they do this thing.
There you are. Oh, wow. And here you go. Hostess. Oh. Hostess. Oh. Hostess.
Oh, thank you.
And now your hostess, the president of Avon Records, Mrs. Rose Avon.
Welcome!
You will be staying in the Roosevelt house. In fact, it's the president's mother's house, and she will officially be your hostess.
Yep. We should talk to the hostess, see if anyone from the court eats here regularly.
No. John, the ex-fry cook, Carla, the bitchy hostess, and Donnie, the dishwasher. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm great, in fact. I'm young, I'm single, the hostess girl loves my dress, so what more could a girl ask for?
Girl once had the greatest General Tso chicken ever. I'd wish to fuck the hostess.
I don't doubt it. She's quite the hostess.
What about the alibi?
Esposito verified it with the restaurant. The manager, the hostess, even the waiter confirmed.
What is this place, a geisha house? No, it is a Japanese hostess bar, the modern-day equivalent.
Why are you being so mean?
We're not allowed to have guests here. Why should I risk my job so that you can play hostess?
Participate. Participate.
Participate.
Participate. Participate.
Hit me. Look, don't ask me to participate in your stupid crap if you don't like the way I do it.
Here. Well, everyone between 14 and 18 is expected to participate. Participate. Participate.
Capture a suspect.
No, you were supposed to accompany and observe, not participate. Participate. Participate and...
Annoy.
All 9 of you will participate in the program.
Ring man, that's why I'm your best man. I attend your wedding for the full day.
Okay.
If you need something a little more involved, where I participate in all the festivities for the weekend, then you're talking about a bronze bow tie.
Let me apologize in advance for the heavy dose of irony we're about to participate in.
It's all right, just doing your job.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm just hoping that you'll put your head in this and help me. Maybe participate in this case.
Puke storm I put you through last night? Felt wrong not to participate.
Now, I understand you gentlemen wish to participate in the feel-good business.
You wicked creature.
Anna, you are here to watch, not to participate.
We were at their house, but they didn't participate in any of our conversations, so how would they know?
Elect. Elect. Elect.
Elect. Elect.
The public sees. And every time they elect me, I'm humbled.
I knew she wasn't lead car material.
Who elected you? Who elected you? Who elected you, road trip god?
Leonard?
So where's your badge, Sheriff? Someone around here elect you mayor? Elect you mayor? Elect you mayor?
There you go, okay? You know what? Suffrage is the right to elect leaders.
You're crazy.
Oh, am I, Bruce? Do you really think so?
How are we supposed to elect a president tonight?
Yes.
So in accordance with our bylaws, section 324, paragraph C, we are hereby compelled to elect an interim council member to replace me until the next election.
This is bullshit.
Yeah.
You can't just toss us aside like we're regular people. No. We're elected officials. I'm an elected official.
You were elected by a city that no longer exists.
I can't believe one dress could cost so much.
Well, I want to look fabulous tonight when Victor's elected mayor.
I understand you want the kids to like you so they can elect you homecoming king or whatever, but...
Tonight, the Night's Watch elects a new Lord Commander. Sir Alistair Thorne is going to win.
Most likely.
Unpleasant man.
Next question goes to Mr. Sullivan. Mr. Sullivan, if elected union president,
What would you do to better the lives of the firefighters in this city?
All I need to do, and what I encourage all of my supporters to do, is to help elect Heather Dunbar to the White House.
Judas bitch.
Sleep, leaving your mind clear for the day's labor.
Oh, have you made any progress? Progress?
If by progress you mean have I proven that Moriarty was wrong, that Wallace Rourke killed Darren Sutter's sister as Darren and myself had come to believe, then no, I've made the opposite of progress.
So Rourke was in Saudi Arabia at the time of the murder.
Entire crew.
It was imperative that I stay in contact with the labs back home to keep them informed of my progress. I don't think you understand what we're talking about here.
Enlighten me.
Isn't that enough? I have made great progress.
In there accusing me. Well, I think that's the perfect test for my progress, isn't it?
Yeah, I just took the liberty of yelling at our contractor. I told him if we didn't see any real progress, we were going to bring someone else in to finish.
52 to Central. Code 99, possible 207 in progress. Immediate backup required.
I thought his attachment to people was a distraction, slowing down his progress. Now I realize the opposite is true.
How's it going? No progress yet. Look.
Grabbing my stuff. Any progress?
We'll get there.
What are we doing on that vent? Venting, making progress.
Oh, hi there. We join our program already in progress.
These yahoos. Look around you. Work in progress, not even the fucking paste dry.
We had him.
England for him. We must do as we have done before. You must go on progress somewhere isolated.
Elsewhere.
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 We have pools.
You know what? No thank you. We're scouts. So we will take our business elsewhere. Elsewhere.
Kaplan, and how long will you be staying with us?
Not very. I have business elsewhere.
It worked. Skye successfully held her ground. And Chinook continues his hunt elsewhere.
In all this vastness, there is no hint that help will come from elsewhere to save us from ourselves.
You needed, you said, for 2 weeks, and which has been languishing now for 32 days, while it could be elsewhere invested.
Gringo, you take you and your dirty bitch elsewhere.
Just go all
Don't
the way
call
over
me
there.
dirty, Carlos.
Up. Continue with that tone, and I will take my business elsewhere.
Mr. Florence.
Your destiny lies elsewhere, Leonardo.
Should I take my business elsewhere?
Now these things aren't jumping off the shelf.
Just go. Leave my restaurant. Go and stay not here. Go elsewhere.
Pardon me for eavesdropping, but I think you need to look elsewhere for assistance.
It looks like we'll have to make camp elsewhere.
Deceive.
Actually get to know one another better.
I think you'll trick me into showing you how I deceive people.
And to give that man the looks and smiles you never give to me.
You want me to deceive you.
Do you deceive him?
Yes.
Guards, remove this well-fed Judas to the Bargello.
This is outrageous. This Melanzana deceived us.
I'm not saying that it wouldn't have been an issue, but that you could stand by and deceive me until I married you.
Did you meet anyone there? Like maybe someone who you became friends with and then decided to trick and like totally deceive them and make them feel bad?
I'm sorry I deceived you, Mr. Castle.
It comes with the job.
Not him.
Are you trying to deceive your queen? Shall I throw him in a cell, Your Grace?
My clothes deceive no one.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
And secondly, don't let appearances deceive you. If
5-0 values my input.
Even when I didn't think he could deceive me anymore, he found a way.
You have abused all the rules. You have lied. You have deceived us.
See that now. Lying, it would appear, is a universal trait.
It was not our intention to deceive you.
Baseball.
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 You make a decision on what you see, and things don't pan out. You move on. That's baseball. That's baseball. That's baseball.
The worst career decision I ever made was playing baseball, but I loved every minute of it.
You played baseball? You played baseball? You played baseball?
I lived baseball.
I'm in the baseball business. Baseball business. Baseball business.
How's it going with the ball player?
Ball players play baseball.
Me? Yeah, right. All right, well, let me guess. Baseball bat, tire iron. Because neither one of you strike me as a kind of bare-knuckle wankers I grew up with.
Yeah, I'm just saying that this is clearly a basketball throwing motion.
Okay, but I'm sure someone's thrown a baseball like that at some point.
Yeah, nobody's ever thrown a baseball.
In the history of baseball.
No adult male.
The history of baseball, Major League Baseball, over 100...
Gotcha. So, I wanted to talk to you about the baseball game on Monday.
You know, the truth is I never really got into baseball because it's more of a father-son game. You know, my dad was more into individual sports like tennis and golf and withholding affection.
Oh, I think every boy should learn about baseball.
Gonna do with you.
Oh, I think I do too. Sexathon baseball game.
Stay away, could ya?
I'm coaching.
I don't need coaching. I know baseball.
Did anything different lately? You get a new baseball glove, new kitten?
Why are you friends with them then?
Because our kids play together. They have baseball and soccer.
Oh, you got a mirror?
Oh, yeah, right here. Oh, wait, it's a baseball bat.
Easy.
Suck.
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 I'm gonna go get in there. Let's go. Suck and blow party. Suck and blow party. Suck and blow party.
Too late.
For someone who plays fair, you can really suck sometimes.
Telekinetic.
Nobody likes it. Let's just suck it up and do it. Suck it up and do it. Suck it up and do it.
Don't you suck your teeth at me, young man. I'm not one of you bitches from the Baltimore low-risers. You feel me? I'm your fucking mother!
Flirty-eyed thing.
I was nipping in there.
We suck as criminals. Probably best.
Raise. Suck at your job. You should ask the Pope for a raise. Very funny. It won't happen again.
I'm not saying that life doesn't suck right now, but you can't go around the city taking it out on every criminal you see.
Figured I wouldn't have to suck up to any highborn cunts here.
Get on with it!
An active lightning rod. You just point it up at the sky and it'll suck up whatever energy's floating around it like a sponge.
Okay, if no one else will say it, I will. We really suck at paintball.
Appreciate.
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 Done more than enough.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
We'll be casting off as soon as you two are ashore. I'd appreciate it if you'd hurry up about it.
He leaves them at the crime scenes. I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it if you could have a look at it. Any information could be helpful.
Sorry. Thank you, Mr. Mason. We really appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you coming to meet me. I am...
No names.
What?
That's the first rule.
I figured that out, Charlie. Can you please stop talking? Because I have a shit ton of work to do. And I appreciate it.
I want my family back. You just delay matters as long as you can. I appreciate your time.
Yes, you've all been training very hard and deserve a day of relaxation.
What does that mean?
It's just that I appreciate...
No. What does relaxation mean?
But when you do come back home, and we do run into each other when we're getting our mail, I'd really appreciate it if you'd
Think about it.
Oh, I appreciate your concern. But Percy's got a plan.
Maybe we should have dinner, you know? I appreciate the offer, but I think we should keep our relationship strictly professional.
I think I shall share that with Amy Farrah Fowler. She'll appreciate the witticism.
Thank you.
Beautiful outdoor concert. Now, as a human, I appreciate Beethoven. As a fungus, I have a terrific view growing out of a towering maple tree.
Bipolar bear.
Well, I appreciate your concern, but I won't be seeing any more of Amy than I already do.
That's all I need. Sky, appreciate you coming in.
No problem getting me out of construction duty.
Corporate.
Corporate. Corporate. Corporate.
Corporate.
I see you're on their corporate rates, corporate rates, corporate rates.
Oh, great.
You would be among a very select group of corporate giants to bear this logo on your product.
Mustards. No, I think I gotta stay. They want me to help out with some corporate thing tonight.
Thank you for going to bat for me last week. I was happy to do it. You know, just because corporate says you're too old to fly doesn't make it true.
Why don't you tell me how you really feel?
I can give you the tools to ascend to the highest ranks of corporate America, but you have to lose the attitude.
What is it, committee? Total corporate mentality.
Can we talk privately, just somewhere else?
Why? This is a corporate break room, since we just have a business relationship.
Nice music.
Soothing sounds of corporate America.
Pollock Web Industries, they design and maintain corporate websites. We're looking into whether anybody had beef with the firm.
Captains Naft and Lawrence as a means of shipping, and Mr. Fraser as its corporate seal.
But perhaps from your lofty heights atop the corporate ladder, you've lost touch with the struggles of the common man.